100s and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
One. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. One. Check.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Fighting through it. He's got space. Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Right there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
From midfield, here's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And John Brown's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Allen to throw once more. Robinson's got it. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes, left side. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make the score 14-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Half 85.
Throwing now is Allen. This is caught by Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills first down.
Target. Hey, orbit. Mike's by board. Come to wild work.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Titans 21, Bills 7.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken near the 13. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Corey Davis. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. One. Tighten up. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? We'll see what they decide to do.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Wide. Get wide.
56.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Defense, our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Round 80.
Stop your whining.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55 is my guy, 55. Here we go, G. All day.
Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Mike 5-4. You got nothing of that. You got nothing.
Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Shedding through the defense. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 49. 3. Hey, 36. Hey, alert 3. Check 13. Check 13.
A first down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But
Derrick Henry all alone. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Succop. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get off the field. Motion, 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 motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on middle. Mike 55.
Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
It's just me and you. Motion. Middle. 55.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And that's complete to Brown. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 5-4. Mike.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And this is Latimer, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, tight. Mike 54. Hey, tight. Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 54. Hey, man.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check safety.
They run here with Singletary. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Daquan Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Go. Mike 55.
Here's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Where are they, team? One.
Check 9.
Check. One.
Check hot.
On 1st down, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
You can't block.
3.
Kill.
One.
Kill. Turn up. Check. Press them.
Again, it's Henry. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Pick the edge. Come. Check 3. Protein spill.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota uncorks one, and that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
49, Bills 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You ain't got nothing. Motion. Mark 50 to go.
Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dylan Donahue in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 37-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Time to go. Night. 3.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 24 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Let's go, baby.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, Mike 7.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And Latimer's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Move. 3 down.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Check 37. Shifts. 49.
They'll run it again with Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll try and run forward with Foster. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Hey, box truck. I don't think you got it.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. Hauschka adds the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken near the 13. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it? It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Hauschka now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
The score, Titans 56,
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Three. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check nickel.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Check. Watch 54.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Allen going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-1.